You all saw Steph's game winner, so let's go coast to coast on the rest of the weekend.
Let's get it.
That was wild. But I want to start with a record. So Kansas State Junior, Ayoka Lee, she scored 61 points against number 14 Oklahoma. That's the most points ever scored in a game in women's D1 history. Chanae, how hard is this to do?
It's even harder when you're a post player and shooting two. She was 23 for 30.
She didn't even take a three. She didn't even take a three. But
way to go, Ayoka Lee!
Trae Young takes lots of threes. He had another 30-point game on Saturday as the Hawks beat the Hornets by 22. Atlanta has now won 4 in a row and have a 5-game homestand coming up. So, Richard, yes or no, all-star starter for Trae?
That's up to the fans, and if the fans are going to vote him in, then that's what it is.
It's partly up to the voters. All right, so the Suns keep rolling. They got their 6th straight win on Saturday against the Pacers, and they are a league best 36-9. So Phoenix has the longest active winning streak in the NBA. And then the Warriors, they beat the Jazz by 2 on Sunday. But Steph Curry, he had another tough shooting night, just going 5 for 20 from the field and 1 of 13 from 3. So here's what he said when he was asked if he was ever going through a slump like this after the game.
I mean, not this many games, probably just in the way, 82-game season games keep coming, and you're trying to make the adjustments and again shoot shots that you normally take and make. So the work will show. Just sticking with it, keep winning games in the process, and don't change anything about my approach.
So one note on the Warriors' opponents, the Jazz, last night. Our Tim McMahon reported that Rudy Gobert will miss tonight's game against the Suns with a calf strain. And remember, Utah's already without Donovan Mitchell, who's in concussion protocols. But I want to talk about the Warriors. So we welcome in our senior writer from the undefeated Marc Spears. So from your knowledge of the team, are there any concerns, Marc, surrounding the slump for Steph?
Steph says he's not worried. Kerr says it's a reminder that he's human. But Steph is also one that always looks at his statistics. And I know by looking at the box score yesterday, those good tidings from that game winner he made the other day probably just went away. He's shooting 41% from the field right now, 37% from three-point range. The good things is his assists are up. He's at 34 assists in the last 4 games on only 6 turnovers. But, the one thing with him is he says he's beating up himself a little bit. He said, who gives a damn about excuses? And so Steph is certainly thinking about it. I also see a new trend this season where we're seeing more longer defenders against Steph, which I think is distracting him more and more. And also, no Draymond Green, I think, has had an effect on him as well.
Right, and they were also shorthanded in that game because Klay Thompson was a late scratch yesterday. So is there any sense that his absence could extend beyond missing just that one game?
Yeah, no, the Warriors aren't too concerned. This is the same knee that Klay hurt in the finals in that Game 6 against the Raptors. But it's just some soreness, and they're erring on the side of caution. Everything I'm hearing is he's expected to play tomorrow night against Dallas. I'm probably more concerned right now for Draymond Green. This is, he still has another week before the Warriors reevaluate him.
Right.
But right now, I keep hearing there's no light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm wondering if perhaps this could go a little longer. He's the heart and soul of this team. The same way we saw with Gobert's absence, how much it's hurt the Jazz. I think you're seeing that with the Warriors right now. They need him on both ends of the court. But, it's very uncertain when Draymond will be back.
Well, Klay, that's a bit of good news, right? And then, with those injuries that start at some point in the body and are radiating at to different places, like Draymond with his back and his calf, we certainly hope to see him coming back soon. Marc Spears, thank you so much. Really appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.